Hey, it's Mooney from the Muniverse, and today I want to talk to you about what you actually need to start your spiritual business. Because I get this question all the time. Do I need a website? Do I need business cards? Do I need an LLC? Do I need a course platform? Do I need 10,000 followers? Do I need to be certified? Do I need all of these things before I can actually start? So let's take a breath, and here's what I want to tell you. You need way less than what you think. In fact, you need exactly three things, and you already have two of them. Let me break it down for you. So, first, let's talk about what you don't need, because I think this is where a lot of people get stuck. You don't need a perfect website. You don't need a fancy logo. You don't need a professional branding. You don't need business cards with your face on them. You don't need a business plan with projections and spreadsheets. Ugh. You don't need a tech stack with all the funnels and automations and email sequences. You don't need 10,000 followers. You don't need to be verified on Instagram, and you don't need to have gone viral. And here's the one thing I think that stops people the most. You don't need another certification. And I'm not saying that certifications are bad. If there's a certification that you want to get because it's going to deepen your practice, because it's going to help you serve people better, because it genuinely feels aligned to do it, do it. But if you're getting another certification because you're telling yourself, I'm not ready yet, I just need one more thing, I need to know one more technique, I need one more credential, that's not about certification, that's about fear. And I want to tell you a story. I had a student who came to me and she had 7 different certifications. 7. She was a Reiki master, a life coach. She'd studied somatics. She had studied breath work. She had all these incredible tools. And she wasn't working with anybody because she kept telling herself, I just need one more thing. I just need to be a little bit more ready. And what I said to her was, you already have everything you need. And I'm going to say this to you too. You've had it this whole time. You're just scared to start. And you know what? She started and she reached out to 5 people. She offered to work with one of them for free just to practice. And within 2 weeks, she had her first paying client. And not because she got another certification, it's because she started. So if you're telling yourself you need all of this stuff before you can begin, I want to lovingly challenge that. You don't. You really don't. And here's what you do need. 3 things. That's it. Thing number 1, it's your gift. You already have it. Your gift is the thing that helped you. It's the thing that transformed your life. It's the thing that when you talk about it, you light up. It's the thing that people come to you and ask you about. It might be energy work. It might be tarot. It might be coaching. It might be astrology. It might be writing. It might be teaching. It might be just holding space. Whatever it is, you already have it. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but I'm not an expert yet. I don't know enough. I haven't been doing this long enough. Here's the truth. You don't need to be an expert. You need to be one step ahead of the person you're helping. And if you figured out how to get through something that someone else is struggling with right now, you can help them. That's it. That's the bar. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be 10 years into this. You just need to have the gift and be willing to share it. So that's thing number 1. Your gift, you already have it. Celebrate that moment. You've already got it. Here's thing number 2. One person who needs it. Notice I didn't say target audience. I didn't say ideal client avatar. I didn't say market research. I said one person. One actual human being who needs what you have to offer. This could be somebody you already know. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be someone in your community. This could be someone you meet at a coffee shop. It doesn't matter if they pay you or not at this stage. What matters is that you practice. What matters is that you actually do the thing. Because here's what I see happen over and over again. People spend so much time trying to figure out their marketing strategy and their branding strategy and their messaging, and they never really actually work with a real person. And when they finally do work with someone, they realize, oh, this is totally different than what I thought it was going to be. So you need one person, one real person, and you need to offer to help them. And yes, this might feel scary. Yes, you might feel like you don't know what you're doing. Yes, you might make mistakes. That's okay. That's part of it. That's how you learn. I started my business by offering to work with people for free. I said, hey, I'm practicing this thing. Can I practice with you? Some people said no, and that was fine. And some people said yes, and I learned everything from those experiences. So, thing number two, one person who needs what you have. They're already out there. You just got to reach out. You got to shine your light out there so that they can see it. Thing number three, you have to find a way to talk about it. You need to be able to explain what you do in a simple way. I'm going to give you a really simple formula, and it's perfect for this. Are you ready? I help who with what so they can result. That's it. I help people who are going through a spiritual awakening navigate the process so they can feel more grounded and less alone. I help women in their 40s reconnect with their intuition so they can make decisions with confidence. I help entrepreneurs clear energetic blocks so they can grow their business without burning out. You see how simple that is? You don't need fancy language. You don't need to sound like a guru. You just need to be clear. Who do you help? What do you help them with? What's the result? And here's the thing, this is going to evolve. Your message is going to change as you work with more people, as you get clear on what you actually do, as you refine your process, but you have to start somewhere. So right now, just come up with one sentence. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Done is better than not done. Remember that framework. You've heard that before. Done versus not done, that applies here. So those are the three things. Your gift, a person who needs it, and a way to talk about it. That's it. That's all you need to get started. So let me walk you through what your first 30 days could look like with just these three things. Week one, we're going to identify your gift and name it clearly. What is it that you do? What's the thing that you've experienced or learned or practiced that could help someone else? Write it down. Say it out loud. Get clear on it. You don't need to overthink this. Just, what's my gift? In the second week, you could reach out to 5 people and offer to help one of them. And this is where it might get a little scary if you're just starting out, right? This is where resistance might come up. But here's what I want you to do. Make a list of 5 people who might benefit from what you offer. It could be people you know. It could be people in online communities that you're a part of. It could be people you've never met before. And reach out to them. Send them a message. Say, hey, I'm offering you this thing. I think it might be helpful for you. Would you be open to trying it? Some people are going to say no. That's okay. Some people are going to say yes. Pick one person and work with them. The third week, I want you to work with that person. Learn everything. This is where that magic happens. You're going to learn more in one session with a real person than you will in 10 courses or 5 certifications. You're going to learn what works. You're going to learn what doesn't work. You're going to learn how to hold space. You're going to learn how to adjust in the moment. And after you work with them, ask for feedback. What was helpful? What wasn't? What could have made this better? Take notes. This is gold. In the fourth week, refine your message. Reach out to 5 more people. Based on what you learned in week 3, refine how you talk about what you do. Maybe you realized that the way you were describing it didn't quite land. Maybe you realized that the result people are actually getting is different than what you thought. Adjust your message. Make it clearer. And then reach out to 5 more people and offer to work with another one. And keep doing this. And you keep practicing and you keep refining and you keep learning. And before you know it, you have a business. Not because you had the perfect website or the perfect branding or the perfect plan, because you started, because you practiced, because you helped real people. Here's why starting simple is actually the best thing you can do. When you start with all the complexity, the website, the tech stack, the funnels, the branding, you're starting from a place of fear and overwhelm. You're trying to look a certain way. You're trying to prove something. You're trying to have it all figured out before you even begin. Guilty. And what ends up happening is you spend all this time and energy on the stuff that doesn't actually matter yet. And when you finally do start working with people, you realize that half of what you built isn't even what you need. But when you start simple, when you start with just your gift, one person, and a simple message, you're starting from a place of trust. You're saying, I trust that I have something valuable to offer. I trust that I'll figure it out as I go. I trust that I don't need to have it all perfect before I start. And that trust, that willingness to begin before you're ready, that's what creates sustainable businesses. Because you're not building something on top of fear and perfectionism and imposter syndrome. You're building something on trust and practice and real experience with real people. And yes, you'll add complexity later. You'll get the website. You'll refine your branding. You'll set up your systems. But you'll do it from a place of knowing what you actually need, not from a place of guessing or copying what other people are doing. Start light, build strong. So here's what I want you to do. In the comments right now, I want you to write your gift in one sentence. I help who with what so they can get a result. Just one sentence. Don't overthink it. Don't agonize over it. Just write it. And I'm going to read as many of those as I can. I'm going to reply. I'm going to help you refine it if you want. Because the thing that stops most people from starting isn't that they don't have the gift, it's that they're afraid to say it out loud. So say it right now in the comments. What's your gift? Just to recap, you don't need all the stuff. You don't need the website, the followers, the certifications, the perfect plan. You only need 3 things. Your gift, one person who needs it, and a way to talk about it. If you want support with implementing this, if you want step-by-step guidance on how to find that first person, how to refine your message, how to start calling in your clients, I also have a whole bunch of freebies available on the website. Grab whatever you need, use it, and let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next week.